Well, stray dogs and cats could become a bigger problem in Midland. The city's animal shelter is contemplating cutting the funding for the voucher and trap, neuter and release program. The vouchers allow people to spay and neuter cats and dogs at a discounted rate. The programs cost the animal shelter about $30,000 a month. Animal advocates say it helps cut down on the pet population and euthanizing animals, but its hefty price tag could get it cut from the budget. Here's Sammy Steele.
Good evening, Crystal. The Midland Animal Shelter is considering cutting the voucher and TNR program out of next year's budget, which allows animals to be spayed or neutered at a discount. Now, animal lovers fear without these programs, the shelters will only get more crowded, and animals like this little guy here will have to eventually be euthanized. This is what Midland Animal Shelter looks like these days. Full to the brim with cats and dogs. And this is what the shelter looks like with the voucher and trap neuter release programs in place.
It's sad because every animal matters and they all need to have a chance to live.
According to Trout, the shelter gives out over 400 vouchers a month for animals to get spayed or neutered at a discount.
Cat voucher?
Without those programs, which brings the cost down to fix an animal from a few $100s to less than $100, rescuers worry that the shelter could become even more full.
Well, we've worked really hard in 2020 to trap, neuter, and return cats all over the city. And if we stop now, the population's going to rebound.
With those population rebounds comes more shelter intake, which leads to more euthanization. In 2020, the city euthanized 1,300 cats and 674 dogs. So what is it that animal nonprofits want?
My plea is that they'll increase the budget for the rest of this fiscal year, and for next year increase the budget to cover at least the amount that was spent the prior year.
So how much is that?
$360,000.
For Councilman Trost, he says he will do what he can to keep the voucher program going.
Well, we have to look at our budgetary process. We have to look and see what's in there. Things are changing. We're getting money from the feds. I don't know how that can be applied. There's a lot of ways to look at it. So right now, it's all an examination process.
Now, the voucher funding won't be on the City Council's agenda until late June, early July. Until then, animal nonprofits like Midland Cat Wranglers suggest reaching out to your City Council members and the City Manager, making sure that leadership understand all of this information prior to making a decision about the budget. Reporting in Midland, I'm Sammy Steele. This little girl, she was just brought in today, and she is ready to be adopted. Back to you. Say bye. Back to you. Say hi, Crystal.